I have a camera. Yeah, I probably ruined that film right now, but anyway, I have an analog camera which is really old, and I'm taking it to our local photography club to kind of give it a run over, see if this is like worth anything. And I don't even know what the brand is, like seriously, I have no idea what this brand is. I mean, it looks Russian made, so technically, it could be worth something. I'm not a film photography fan, and shooting on film, it's like digging up dinosaurs when Jurassic Park's already there. It kind of makes no sense. So I'm not going to go down the path of I'm switching to film because I found my passion for photography again. It's just that I'm a bit curious about this specific camera, and maybe I'll take some photos on film and maybe I'll find my passion. But definitely, I mean, for professional work, seriously, no, it's digital. It's the digital era. That's what we do. Okay, so when your team is winning a football match and then in the last 30 seconds they get a goal and it's a tie score, and they cannot win the English team, which is next. This is why I don't watch soccer. Seriously, I hate it from the bottom of my heart, although I enjoy the matches. Anyway, not the topic of this video. Okay, so this is going to be a talking head video, not much b-roll, but I kind of want to have a discussion with all of you guys concerning analog photography, film photography. So many YouTube photographers, and yes, I'm looking at you, Peter, right now. So many of them have gone to like analog photography because shooting on film is like a rediscovery of the photography passion. And as much as I try to understand this, and as much as I appreciate people trying different things, although in the past you could never compete with an analog film camera to a digital camera in the 21st century. And here's why. Tourists, say hello. Hello, tourists, right over there. It's getting harder and harder to make videos in this location because it's a touristic place, and this is how it looks from a drone view. And you guys have seen this if you're following me on this channel. And if you're not, I welcome you to subscribe and hit the like button. Leave a comment down below. Anything that has to do with analog film photography. If you guys are experienced with that, let me know down below what you guys think about switching to digital and how much better the analog was or how much better digital is. Yeah. Okay, so a bit of a backstory. Now, some time ago, I got a lot of comments from, you guys, and a lot of comments from people that I physically know, saying that, hey Miro, if you have a photography channel, you should definitely talk about film photography, how it was done in the old days, how you shoot on film, how you expose, manual cameras, film development, enlargers, printing out, and some more bizarre things like the pinhole camera, which I'm kind of planning to cover on this channel. So I teamed up with the local photography club here in my hometown, and I prepared a whole video on this topic, on how it was, shooting analog film back in the day. And I pretty much had everything planned out. So it was like a Saturday or Sunday. So on Wednesday, I was supposed to go to the studio, record a video, shoot some film, develop it, and so on and so forth. And then, that weekend before Wednesday, Peter McKinnon dropped a video with, his obsession with his first roll of film and the anxiety and the stress. And, I was like, what the fuck, man? You're ruining the idea that I had. No, literally, if I would make a video about film photography after that, it would be like, oh yeah, so Peter McKinnon is doing film, now everybody's doing film, and this loser Miro Live Through a Lens channel, which is not that big, but thank you for supporting me, is making the same video, so everybody's switching to film. And I just ditched the whole idea. It kind of made no sense anymore, because I mean, pretty much every photography YouTube channel that I was watching had a analog film photography video, which Now, in all honesty, I'm still planning on making an in-depth tutorial how you go from, purchasing the film, having a camera, and all the way to getting the photo out of this much better than I think Peter McKinnon did, because we didn't actually learn a lot from his videos. And I have much respect for Peter. I think he has one of the best videos and one of the best channels on the platform, but he's like a parasocial friend, where I think he's my friend and he doesn't know me, and I'm writing him emails like, why don't you answer my emails? You're my friend and you should answer me, and why do you hate me? And I'm kidding, but that's actually what happens sometimes on YouTube, apparently. Anyway, I think that we all kind of appreciate Peter McKinnon and his channel, but he is kind of ruining, some part of photography passion because he's so good. Now, I actually found a few channels that are dedicated to analog photography, and they have YouTube channels. And if I remember them, I'll put them down in the link so you guys can check it out. And I remember this one creator that said that if this guy, Peter McKinnon, who is like the biggest, YouTube photography persona, now goes into analog film photography, he's going to ruin, he's going to stir up everything that, these guys have going here, because honestly, nobody can compete with his, high production value, commercial level videos. And now he's going to come into this more, amateur type world, like more traditional YouTube type videos, and he's just going to sweep everybody. I mean, I don't know if that's going to happen, but if you're a content creator in, analog film photography, genre, there's concerns to be had. So my rant in this video about film photography is that, it can be a passion, it could be something that you rediscover, or maybe it sparks an interest, because it is a lot different than digital photography, but there's just no way you can bring analog photography into a professional photography world. I mean, I shoot a lot of events, I shoot a lot of sport events, sometimes I shoot weddings, birthdays, all things that happen in our local area. So the big benefit of me shooting digital is the turnover time or the delivery time. Like, one of my traits that I have is that I deliver the photos before the event even ends. So I can deliver the photos like all edited and ready to use photos to the client, and they can then post them on social media and whatever, maybe websites or journalist articles. And that's just something that you cannot do with an analog camera. And the only way I can see an analog film camera photography production to be useful is if you're shooting like a portrait session or maybe even a wedding, and then you take a few shots, well, first with the digital camera and then a few shots with an analog camera, and then you sell the photos as, these were shot on film traditionally, so they cost a little bit more, but they are traditional photography thing, so that's the only niche I can see that could be related to film photography in the 21st century, because honestly, people just want photos, they want them fast, they want them to look good, and they want them fast. I think I've said that already, but you get the point. So if you're not an artist photographer, then shooting digital or analog just kind of makes no sense anymore. And the bar was raised so high with digital photography that anything else just can't keep up. I mean, that's just my thought. So I feel kind of weird when YouTube photographers say that they're shooting on medium format film or whatever type of film, and they just rediscovered everything. I think it's kind of a wrong message. Maybe not. I mean, maybe it's not a wrong message, but it's not a message that anybody who's starting out in photography and wants to create a business out of that, yeah, that's a wrong message. Just stay away from film. That's something that you do for passion, for just learning the traditional way. And I think that every photographer should know the traditional way of making photos, but yeah, not for client work, seriously. Anyway, that's my short video, which was not that short actually, but let me know down below in the comments what you guys think. Let me know your experiences, and I really want to start a debate about the camera that I had, which is actually like a Russian, in the 60s made camera, which is not mine, but people were actually offering money for that when I came to the photography club. Just kind of weird, but it does work. So I'm gonna shoot my first film shots on that camera, and I'm probably gonna make a video about this. Anyway, do consider subscribing to the channel, hit the like button for the algorithm, and if you want to watch last week's video, then click on this one over here. Stay on the channel and enjoy. Thank you, means a lot. Bye bye.